Hey, tax pros and future tax bosses. Welcome to today's training. Today, we're going to talk about your first 100 clients in the tax industry. Tax preparation, like we spoke about before, does not require you to be a mathematician, but it does require you to know your numbers. Okay, you need to know exactly how much money you need to make in order to be profitable, in order to expand, and in order for you to be happy with the decision you made to start a business. Keep in mind, you started a business, not a charity. The ultimate goal is for you to be profitable and make money, okay? So I have some notes here and I want to kind of break down to you a target market, your first 100 clients, and your first focus being your immediate sphere of influence, okay? We always say here at Refund One Tax Group, if you know at least 20 people, you don't even have to know them personally or be your best friend. But if you know 20 people, you should be in the tax industry, because based on our referral method, you can turn 20 people into 120 people. Okay, first and foremost, I want to talk about target market. Obviously, when you come into the tax industry, the market is broad. Um, Pretty much every adult working American is a potential client of yours. We'll talk more about narrowing down your target market and your niche in future trainings. I also have a video up as well on my channel that speaks about marketing and targeting your niche. But initially, when you get into the tax business, you're going to target your sphere of influence. Your sphere of influence is your relatives, your coworkers, your social media followers, your church members, your gym friends, anybody that you can touch in your immediate sphere of influence is a potential client. Okay. What we like to do initially is do a goal setting exercise. Okay. You need to understand the numbers. What are you going to be charging? How many clients you need to hit your target goal, and how much money you want to make for the tax season. That minus your expenses is going to be your profit. If you are a virtual tax business, you may not have a lot of expenses. Doesn't mean that you should not charge your worth, because you should still want to be a profitable business. But as a virtual tax pro, you have a little bit more wiggle room and you're able to charge a little bit more competitively. Never cheat yourself, though. Never water down the tax preparation industry, because when you go around charging $150, $75, that makes it bad for every other tax professional in the industry. So, when I opened up this video, I talked about you being not needing to be a mathematician, but needing to know your numbers. You need to understand what it costs you to run your business every month. What was your initial investment, and how many tax returns you need to get that money back? A lot of new tax pros, and I talk to a lot of you guys from my YouTube, from my socials, that are interested in getting started. And in our intake interview, once you decided to come and be a part of our pro program, we always discuss how many tax returns you see yourself doing. And a lot of tax pros, they go low. Oh, I'd be happy if I can do 20, 25, 30, which is a good start. But you need to shoot towards at least 50 to 100 clients in order to be profitable and for this to be worth your while. You know how they always say, create goals for yourselves that are sometimes a little unattainable. That way you can fight and fight and fight to reach those goals. That's what you need to do. The thing about the tax industry, it's actually possible, especially if you set yourself up correctly, and if you show up as a real business, you do quality service, and you put customer service first. It is extremely possible and obtainable for you to do 100 tax clients in a season. Okay? But you got to start off right. You got to start off on the right foot. You have to do good business. You have to never, and I mean never, stop marketing. Okay? So one of the first things we want you to do is think about your sphere of influence. Think about the people you know and you come in contact with, somebody that you can touch now. We want you to make a list. I like to go to the dollar store or the Dollar Tree or Walmart and get one of those cheap notebooks. I get one every tax season. Even though I do a lot of digital note taking, I'm an old-fashioned girl. I gotta have my notebook. I gotta have somewhere to write it down and make it plain. Okay? I'm a Christian woman. So for me, that's biblical. You write it down and you make it plain. Anything that you want to do or you want to see come to fruition, you write it down. On that first page of that notebook, you're going to write your goals. How much money do you want to make this tax season? Okay? Then you're going to write down your expenses, your initial investment. And then you're going to come up with the number that's going to be your profit if you hit that goal. Okay? Flip a page. On the next page, you are going to write down as many people you can think of. I'll get as close as you can to 100 names on a piece of paper. Their name, their phone number, and their email. Okay? We do this every year with our pros. See how many names you can come up with in a minute. I guarantee you'll think of at least 20 names. Okay, go through your phone, go through your text messages. Who are the last people you've contacted in the last couple days? Who can you count on to give you your business? After you come up with those names, then you think of people that you may have to work a little harder to get their business. You're going to list their names, list their phone numbers, list their emails. Okay? These are going to be your initial sphere of influence. These are going to be the customers you target. Because without a plan of action, you're going to wake up every day not knowing what to do in your business. You have to put a plan in place for you, for your business. Okay? You need to have a roadmap in order to get where you're going. Once you create that list, and I want you to not stop until you get 100 names on that list. I don't care if they're distant cousins, friends of friends, ex-boyfriends, cousins. Think of anybody that you know personally, okay? Then you're going to flip the page of that notebook. You are going to come up with a 20-second elevator pitch. Okay, you're going to think of a short paragraph. This is how you're going to approach your potential clientele. For example, hi, my name is Cassie. Or you don't even have to introduce yourself to people that you know, but for strangers, there is going to have to be an introduction. So I would include that introduction in your elevator pitch. Owner of Refund One Tax Group, located in Dallas, Texas. I am opening for the tax season January the 5th. I would love to have you as a client. I'm registered with the Internal Revenue Service. I offer refund advance loans and auto protection on any completed tax return for up to 3 years. Have you filed your taxes yet? Do you have a tax professional? Okay, leave it open for dialogue at the end because you're also going to want to come back and get that person's contact information. Never just give out your contact, get their contact information as well. Okay, that elevator pitch is just something off the top of my head. You really want to take some time to put a short bio together. That way, once you start to reach out to these people through DMs, through text message, through phone calls, you're not scatterbrained as to how you're going to start the conversation. You want to automatically have your pitch and you kind of want to have it memorized. I'm going to challenge you to put together your elevator pitch. If you're on the Refund One Tax Pro team, I'm going to ask for those elevator pitches 1 week from today, and then we're going to go hunting and get your first 100 clients. Stay tuned for the next video where I teach you how to turn those 100 lists of your initial sphere of influence to your first 100 tax clients. Okay? Until next time, thank you for being here. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, feel free to subscribe and watch some other videos that I've posted regarding the tax industry. And thank you guys again for attending today's training. See you next time.